Okay, part two. Sorry, my phone cut out. But so I was doing the step dance reflex, which is where when you stand them up, they should put a little bit of weight on their toes and sort of make the stepping motion, which this baby does. So again, she is currently awake. Her habituation is good. She was quiet throughout this whole assessment and just made little noises, but never cried a ton. Now I would also take her temperature. I didn't take it at the beginning because I didn't want to agitate her, but her temperature, we'll do it orally. Well, not orally. We'll do it tympanic. And it is normal. It's 98.5, so that's a good temperature. She does make eye contact and follows my finger and is blinking well. And she is a cuddly baby. She seems to love skin to skin with mom, which she's had a few times, and she responds well to that and is soothed by her mom. For neuro and gross motor, she is semi-able to support her head, again, because she was born a little bit late. So she's got pretty good head control for a newborn. And then her movements are equal and symmetrical, which is what we want. Ballard scoring really quick. We said her posture was good. For a term baby, we want them to be more flexed, which she's not, but if she were an actual term baby, she would be. And the square window is when we bend their hand down. So we bend their wrist. And this is kind of the opposite of what you would think for a term baby, but the further you can bend them, the more that bend their wrist down, the more full term the baby is. So if it's only like this, that's actually a preterm baby. Term babies can go further. So she's termed, so hers goes all the way down. Her arm recoil, we place our hand under her elbow and support it, and then we straighten it out. Typically babies are in the flex position, so we'll pull her arm out and we want to see it go back to the flex position, which hers does. Popliteal angle, we're going to bend her knees to her chest and note the angle. And for term, it should be about 90 degrees. We should feel some resistance right here, which we do. Scarf sign, we are going to pull her arm across, and the further it goes, the more premature the infant is. So hers stops right about her midline. So she is, again, showing signs of a term baby. Heel to ear is where we check her. We see where there's resistance when we bring her heel all the way up to her ear. And if the baby is super flexible, it's more preterm. So this baby, again, is looking like a term baby. We don't see super flexibility. There is some tension there. Next, we are going to check her skin for the Ballard scoring. It is leathery, cracked, and wrinkled, which, again, is all signs of a term baby, slightly post-term. Lanugo is mostly gone. She's mostly bald, so we don't see a lot of those fine hairs on the baby. Plantar surface, when we're checking the soles of the feet, we want them to have creases. That means that they're more term. If there weren't any creases, that would be more preterm. So this is good. We see a lot of creases here. Her breasts, she has a full areola. And again, we were able to squeeze a little bit of discharge out of them. So that's good. Her eyes, she's got good thick eyelids and thick cartilage on her ears, and it's stiff and it recoils. And then her genitals are correct in that the labia majora is covering the minora and the clitoris. Psychosocial needs, her need for affiliation. She has a good support system. Her spouse is with her. This is her second baby, so she seems to be confident in her parenting abilities, and both her parents and her husband's parents have come to visit. So it seems like she has a good support system. She's Christian and attends church weekly and plans to get the baby baptized. And the pastor at the hospital has come up and prayed with her. And then her cultural needs, again, those have been met just by assessing her and, seeing her relationship with her husband and her parents. For biophysical needs, we want to make sure that the baby is very well oxygenated, which she is. We don't see her gasping for air. Her respiration rate is good. Her color is good. So she's good on that. The baby has stayed warm. We actually did this assessment on we'll pretend that this is a warmer to keep her warm, and we can wrap her back up. And she's been doing a lot of skin to skin with her mom and her dad. She's had one feeding so far. The baby's breastfeeding and is latching on great. And that looks like everything. The last biophysical need says protection from infant. Not quite sure what that means, but she is going home to a safe home. So I think that's what it means. Okay, I think I covered everything. Sorry, this was long and in 2 parts. Thanks, Katie. Bye.